Hello again, Guardians, and welcome back to the channel for another Destiny episode. Today is the vendor reset. We are in the hot seat, so let's announce the winner of last week's 1,000 Silver giveaway, which goes to CrispyX Gaming. Congratulations. All you have to do now is please message me back on YouTube, DM me on Twitter, and then I will give you your 1,000 Silver or Destiny emblem. And don't worry, for any of you that are watching this, I am doing another weekly giveaway of 1,000 Silver Destiny or a Destiny emblem from Bungie's store. All you have to do is simply be subscribed, show your support and like this video, and leave a comment down below in the comment section. And on August 31st, I will also be giving away 3 copies of Destiny 2. If you want to enter in for that giveaway, link in the description will show you how. Details to all the giveaways are on the screen now. Simply pause the video, read the instructions, and enter in for all the giveaways. Congratulations prior to all the winners. Now, we are in the hot seat, meaning it is the vendor reset. We have to go over all of the great vendor rolls of this week in the Tower and the Iron Temple, the max stat rolls for the armor for tier 12 sets, and all the weapons that are worth purchasing. Let's start off with Lakshmi. Lakshmi is going to have a couple pretty good things. I'm going to start off with the Whale. The Whale hand cannon is going to have rangefinder, going to have small bore, explosive rounds. It's going to have fast draw IS, quick draw IS, and true sight IS, making this a pretty good PvE roll right here if you run the top row. And I would say run fast draw or quick draw. I actually really like this combination here, which I'm really excited about. Moving on to the next gun is going to be the Waltz. The Walt is going to be the pulse rifle with Hedge Seeker. It's going to have perfect balance, going to have secret round, high caliber rounds, hip fire, sure shot IS, and OEG rifle scope, and red dot aura 2. Now I would definitely run the sure shot IS, and then I would definitely run high caliber rounds, perfect balance because secret round isn't good, and then Head Seeker. This is probably one of the better rolls of the Waltz that you can acquire. Moving on to the next gun, we are going to be going over the Wormwood. The Wormwood sidearm is always a good sidearm, especially if you're still sidearming your enemies in Crucible. This one is going to have Hidden Hand, Hand Loaded, Zen Moment, high caliber rounds, quick draw, sure shot IS, and quick draw IS. Now I would definitely run the Hidden Hand, Zen Moment, or Hand Loaded depending on what you want, and then I would definitely run quick draw with sure shot IS. So sure shot IS, quick draw, hand loaded, or hidden hand. But you can run any of these perks because any of these are actually pretty good. Final weapon from Lakshmi, and one that you're definitely going to have to pick up, is going to be the Warpath. The Warpath is going to be Cluster Bomb, going to be Tripod, Heavy Payload, Field Scout, Quick Draw, and then Confined Launch, Soft Launch, and Hard Launch. I would highly recommend getting this due to the fact that it is a PvE god, especially if you don't have the Dark Drinker Exotic Sword. If you don't have the Dark Drinker Exotic Sword, this will make up for the damage output against Axis Phase 2 in the raid, Wrath of the Machine, and you can definitely use it for other means. So this is going to have Hard Launch, definitely use that. Field Scout to increase your carrying capacity, and then use Tripod to put extra rounds in the magazine, and then you're going to want that Cluster Bomb for that maximum damage output. Really, really awesome weapon. Coming over to our dude Ronnie, we've got the Angel's Advocate Scout Rifle. This is going to have reactive reload, going to have small bore, going to have armor piercing rounds, outlaw, and mulligan, and then red dot aura, then ranged lens RLS 3, and then OEG rifle scope. I would definitely run the ranged lens RLS 3 or the OEG rifle scope, running outlaw, small bore, and reactive reload, or you can opt in for mulligan, small bore, and reactive reload. Since small bore lowers your magazine size, if you miss a shot with mulligan, you'll at least have a chance of returning that round to the magazine. Then moving on, we've got the Teacup Tempest. This sidearm is actually going to be pretty good. It's going to have rangefinder, going to have fitted stock, lightweight, relentless tracker, and crowd control, fast draw IS, quick draw IS, and true sight IS. Now I would definitely run the fast draw IS and then try to run crowd control with fitted stock and rangefinder, making this a pretty decent sidearm. Talking to our dude Jalal over at Dead Orbit, we've got the Extremophile. The Extremophile running Hidden Hand, Hammer Forged, Crowd Control, Hip Fire, or Flared Magwell. Then it's got reflex scope, it's got steady hand IS, and OEG rifle scope. I would definitely run the steady hand IS or the OEG rifle scope, and then I would run hip fire, hammer forged, and hidden hand. For this role, it'd be a pretty fun auto rifle to use in the Crucible. Moving on, we've also got the Keystone 01, the same weapon on my back right now, with hidden hand, small bore, outlaw, explosive rounds, lightweight, ranged lens RLS-3, and reflex with red dot aura. Now I would definitely run the ranged lens RLS-3, then run explosive rounds, small bore, even though you're bringing down your magazine size, you've got the explosive rounds to make up some of the damage, and then you've also got hidden hand. Now this is going to be a pretty accurate scout rifle, and it's going to be pretty good for PvE. Then we've got one more thing to go over, which is going to be the Bitter Edge. The Bitter Edge is going to have unflinching, going to have hammer forged, triple tap, snapshot, going to have the Wild Hawk, the Long View, or the Taxus. 3 scopes that aren't good, but overall, if you can overcome these scopes, the snapshot, triple tap, and the unflinching are going to do you pretty well. Moving on to the Crucible Quartermaster, we have the Palindrome. We have to go over the Palindrome because everybody's wondering. So reactive reload, we've got rifled barrel, we've got high caliber rounds, triple tap, and spray and play. We've also got true sight IS, we've got fast draw, and we've got quick draw. Now moving on, we would definitely want to use the reactive reload with the rifled barrel to increase that range up to max range, and then you can either use triple tap or spray and play depending on what you truly like. I would actually run the triple tap with the rifled barrel and the reactive reload. That is my personal preference, but people can definitely run spray and play, rifled barrel, and reactive reload if they want to. And I would definitely run the fast draw IS. Now this is going to be a pretty decent palindrome, especially if you haven't been able to acquire a max range palindrome with the rifled barrel. It is here this week, so you definitely want to jump on top of that. Next up, and the last gun I would really like to go over, is going to be the Hero formula. The Hero formula is actually really good this week. It's going to have focus lens FLA5 and then OEG, and then it's going to have MD reflex. I would definitely run the focus lens FLA5. Then I would run Zen Moment or Take a Knee. Either one is really good. And then armor piercing rounds, braced frame, or hidden hand. This is the role I would personally run. Hidden hand, braced frame, Zen Moment, and a focus lens FLA5. This is what you would really want to run in PvP, or in PvE it could also be effective as well. Now Guardians, alas, I have to remind you one more time. The Iron Banner is up this week, but after this week it's going to be gone for Destiny 1 forever. So if you need to complete mission objectives for the Iron Banner, or also grind for specific loot in the Iron Banner to complete an armor set, this week will be the last week to do so for Destiny 1. Iron Banner will pop up again in Destiny 2, but as for now, alas, this is the last week. So let's go over both the weapons that Lady Aphrodite has for this week. Now, Lady Aphrodite is going to have the Laughing Heart and the Lingering Song. So the sniper rifle and the hand cannon. Let's start off with the hand cannon. It's going to have Luck in the Chamber, awesome perk for a hand cannon. It's going to have Firefly, going to have quick draw, feathered mag, reinforced barrel, braced frame, and iron warrior sights, and iron vigor sights, and iron lordly sights. Now I definitely run the iron warrior sights with the reinforced barrel. I would definitely run quick draw or feathered mag, probably feathered mag to increase that reload speed, and then luck in the chamber. Now if you wanted to run this for PvE, you could definitely swap over to that Firefly, but it's really not needed if you're going to be running Luck in the Chamber. But either one is great for PvE, and Luck in the Chamber is great for PvP. Now, the Laughing Heart. The last weapon that we're talking about for this week is going to have Hidden Hand, Army of One, Quick Draw, Lightweight, Small Bore, Injection Mold, Accurized Ballistics, and Field Choke. I would definitely recommend Accurized Ballistics, Small Bore, Quick Draw, and Hidden Hand, making this a pretty decent sniper rifle, and you'll definitely feel it in the Crucible. Now Guardians, that was all of the weapons worthwhile in taking a look at and possibly purchasing. Now it's time for the 98% to 100% stat rolled armor pieces, starting off with Aphrodite from the Iron Banner. We're going to be doing this in DIM Destiny Item Manager. I'll link the website in the description. So starting off with the Greaves, the Iron Saga Greaves are going to be running a 100% stat roll at Intellect and Discipline for your Titan. And you've also got a 98% stat roll for Discipline and Strength for your Titan. Then moving on to the Titan Helmet, we've got a 98%, which will be Intellect and Discipline, and then a 99%, which will be Discipline and Strength. Then we've got 99% boots for your Warlock, and that will be Intellect and Discipline. And then we've got 100% for the boots for Discipline and Strength for your Warlock. Then a helmet at 98%, Intellect and Discipline. And then a helmet at 99% Discipline and Strength. Then we've got boots for the Hunter running at Intellect and Discipline for 99%. And then 100% for Discipline and Strength. And then a 98% for the helmet for the Hunter at Intellect and Discipline. And a 99% for the Hunter helmet at Discipline and Strength. So a lot of Intellect and Discipline or Discipline and Strength, whichever one you really like for that class, you will have anywhere from 98% to 100% stat roll across the board. You at least have one 100% stat rolled boots for each class, which is great. As you can see here, you've got boots for 100%, 100%, and 100%. So that's pretty awesome. Moving on to the Vanguard Scout, nothing of real importance. Then the Titan Vanguard has a 98% Ghost Shell, which will be running Discipline and Strength. Then we've got a 100% Ghost Shell from the Hunter Vanguard Cade 6, being Intellect and Discipline. And then Ikora Ray, the Warlock Vanguard, is going to have nothing of importance. Then moving on down, we have Eris Morn with nothing really important to look at there. House Judgment Varix has nothing either. Future War Cult has also nothing really exciting except for one thing, being a Titan chess piece at 98%, which we already seen anyway, but that is an Intellect and Discipline. And then we've got Dead Orbit. Dead Orbit's going to have a 98% Endling Gauntlets for your Titan for Intellect and Discipline. Then we've got 100% boots for the Warlock, Intellect and Discipline. And then pretty much that's all that she wrote for Dead Orbit. New Monarchy, on the other hand, New Monarchy is going to have a 97% boots for your Titan. If you want to get that Discipline and Strength, though, I definitely would go over to the Iron Banner. I definitely think that the boots over at the Iron Banner are much better. And then also the Crucible Quartermaster or the Crucible Handler is going to have a 98% Gauntlets for your Warlock, which will be Intellect and Strength this time around, which is not that bad. Then moving down, we've got the Cryptarch, which is going to be at the Iron Temple, Tyra Karn. She will actually have a 109% stat roll for the Silumar. So the artifact Memory of Silumar is going to have 109% with Intellect and Discipline. Not bad at all on that one. And then we've got the Speaker. The Speaker is going to be running a 98% stat roll for the Titan Mark, which will be Intellect and Discipline. And then we've also got, I believe, oh, nope, we don't have anything else for the Speaker. So that is it, Guardians. Thank you all for stopping by this vendor reset for this week. I hope all those Year 3 Guardians out there, possibly even some Year 2 Guardians out there, enjoyed this video and it helped you. Any Year 1 Guardians that stopped by, awesome. Thank you all so much for the support on this channel. You all are amazing. And what's even better is a huge shout out to the patrons on this channel for supporting this channel. You all are freaking amazing. I love you guys. You guys support the channel every single month. And I literally cannot thank you guys enough. So thank you for keeping this channel alive. If you want to become a patron, all you have to do is check the Patreon link down in the description. You get monthly special rewards every single month if you are signed up on the Patreon. But remember, you don't have to. The reward tiers, though, if you want to just go and check them out, they are on that page, and they, I believe, are pretty awesome. So if you think that they're not awesome enough, let me know, and I'll try to upgrade the tiers as I go. And as always, Guardians, perfect time to subscribe for daily Destiny 1 and Destiny 2 content. Stay violent and be privileged.
Oh, hi. VPG isn't here right now, but I guess you enjoyed the content. So over there's the logo you can click on. That will allow you to subscribe. More content up there, and behind the scenes daily content over here on the vlog channel. There you go. Enjoy!